Hi, it's Steve. In this video, we're going to show you how to replace the covers for the rack adjuster on your dishwasher. It's really easy repair. Let me show you how we do it. Now, the easiest way to do this repair is to remove the upper dish rack from your dishwasher. So simply open up your dishwasher door, remove all of the items from the upper rack, and then we'll remove the rack stops and the rack. Once we've removed all the items from the rack, we're simply going to pull it all the way out and expose the ends of the rails, and we'll remove the rack stops. Depending on your model, you may have the style of rack stop that simply requires depressing the tab in the center to release the hook on the opposite side. You can pull the rack stop out. Others may have a plastic tab on the top that you need to depress, and then it'll lift the rack stop completely up out of those rails. So do the same for the opposite side. Then we'll pull the rack completely out of the dishwasher. We can push the rails back in and close it up. And then we'll sit this on a suitable work surface and we can change out that part. So first we'll need to remove the two screws that secure the two halves of that cover. You need a number 15 Torx head screwdriver to remove these. Now with the screws removed, we next need to lift the outer cover away from the inner cover. So using a small flat blade screwdriver, just go into this slot and pry up on that tab. Then hinge it away from the top. We'll then tilt the whole assembly towards the inside of the dish rack. You can then remove the adjusting lever. And then we'll need to slide the inner cover off of this metal bracket. Now to remove that cover, you'll note that there are two tabs on the bottom of it that engage the metal bracket. So you'll need to depress those tabs. Once you've depressed the tabs, you're simply going to pull straight up on that cover and remove it. You can take this opportunity and clean up any of the residue that is on that bracket and the rack itself. Now next we'll take our new cover and we'll line it up on that bracket and make sure that it fits into the little slots. Press that all the way on until the tabs on the bottom lock in place. Make sure both sides are engaged. Next we'll replace the operating lever. Make sure it sits evenly in the rounded out openings. We're then going to line up that inner cover, the two notched holes, so that they fit on that lower horizontal rail of the rack, and just hold it in place. We'll take the new outer cover and we're going to insert that tab on the top into the slotted opening on the top of the inner cover. And then hinge it down flat. Then we'll press that outer cover flush up against the inner cover. We may need to depress that little tab so that it fits in behind that wire on the rack. And then we'll secure it with the screws supplied with the new part. and verify the operation of the adjuster. And now we're ready to put the upper rack back into the dishwasher. We'll begin by lining up the rear wheels first, then the front ones, and then we're ready to reinstall our rack stops. Now, when installing this type of rack stop, we need to make sure that the center portion with the little hook on it faces towards the outside edge. And then while applying a little pressure, simply depress that center tab and lock it into place. And then we'll do the same for the opposite side. We can then push the rack back into the dishwasher and close it up. And your repair is complete.